Well, I've known Alan since the late 70s. I'm not sure if it was 77 or 78. And we met because he was running a hostel group and I was running a youth travel operation called JSC Travel. And being in the youth and student travel industry, we were both members of an organisation called FITO, the Federation of International Youth Travel Organisations, and they had an annual conference, and we met in Munich in the Submarine nightclub at this FITO conference. I think it was in 78. Oh, I've had a lot of embarrassing memories with Alan because our involvement in the student travel industry, every year this federation had an annual conference in a different country, and so we travelled all over the world and met up, and he and I were doing business in London. I was buying beds from his hostel, and I've completely forgotten the question. Sorry, now what happens? I think for me the most embarrassing was coming back from a conference we'd been in the Philippines, again the Youth Travel Conference, and he and I had been on an excursion the day before we were leaving on the Pang Sam River Falls, an excursion which involves going upstream on wooden boats which are carried upstream and over the rocks by these local Filipinos. And it was quite extreme, and there was a lot of banging and shoving, and Alan's back gave way, and he became extremely, he was in great pain as a result of this. And so we finished the trip, and then the next day made our way to the airport, where unfortunately his back had not improved and was, if anything, even worse. And in those days we didn't have the funds that we have available today, so we were flying in economy, and we got on the aircraft, and he said to me, he said, I have to have the whole row to myself. This was a row of 4 seats. I said, why are you going to do that? He said, well, I'll just tell people. And sure enough, much to my embarrassment, every person that came to want to sit in this row he had decided was for him, he told them to clear off because he had a very bad back and there was no way he could travel 12 hours back to London unless he could stretch out. And he achieved his objective, much to my mortification. So I sat and he lied all the way back to London, and that was the most embarrassing experience of many. Fondest memory, I think, probably was the experience we've just had over this weekend. It has been sensational. His attention to detail, the passion with which he loves his country and his friends and his family has manifested itself. And I think the denouement just now of that Spitfire fly past, I had tears in my eyes, and I think that's probably will be my fondest memory this weekend that we've enjoyed here in Luton Hoo. He's an infuriatingly wonderful, generous friend. Happy birthday, Alan. I'm proud to be your friend. It's a privilege.
Okay.
This is Jack Corona, News at 10, Luton Hoo. Is that it?